Welcome to Live Review, where I review a game over the time I've played it. I'll review the first hour and then continue on until I feel I've gathered enough information about the game to drop a final review. What's up, guys? And this is fresh off the Battlefront 2 beta. I got a review I want to drop in. I'm just going to say it is not good. Not good. I don't like it. Not at all. And why do I say that? It's because it uses elements of Battlefield that aren't the best for Battlefield. And if it's not good for Battlefield, it shouldn't be in Battlefront. And let me explain. Battlefield uses Rush, right? But it's a secondary mode to its main mode, which is Conquest. Now, I heard that the original Battlefront and Battlefront 2 had this super mode called Galactic Conquest, which is pretty much Conquest mode in Battlefield. But except you can go into space and, fly all over the place whenever you wanted to while people are on the ground assaulting bases. So Battlefield has Conquest, which is pretty much you capture different areas and a timer ticks, accumulating points for the person with the most captured points. This game utilizes Rush, which is a mode where you capture different phases and you play as the droids in the Republic in the beta. And the droids must send their big vehicle to destroy the front of a building so that they can go inside and capture the base. And the Republic must defend that base by trying to destroy that vehicle before it approaches. This is the main mode that I can see in the game called Galactic Assault Battlefront. A mode where it is not nearly as dynamic as any other shooters out there. It seems more like a copy of Rush for no reason, because I say for no reason because they have the Galactic Space mode that they completely separated from the Galactic Assault mode. So they have Galactic Assault where you go in and you fight a bunch of dudes and there's nothing really special about it. You don't have proper squads. Like, you can join up in teams, but there's no squad no squad moments. Nobody's gonna call for a specific class like, hey man, I need you to be a medic, because no medic really exists. They have the officer class, which has a heal, but it's so long it's such a long cooldown that they are almost worthless outside of their little turret. And then everything else is like the heavy tank character, which can put up a shield and has more health than everybody and has pretty much the same gun as the assault class. Then you have the assault class, which has the shotgun, pretty good grenade, and not bad submachine gun type weapons. It can take out enemies pretty fast. Then you have specialists who can jam sensors and go in stealth mode and use a shotgun kind of weapon and a sniper rifle, of course. So these classes might as well not be classes because they don't serve any purpose, because there's no real teamwork. Teamwork is not necessary in this game. And why do I say that? I say because everybody can reach the goal on their own. There's no real need for communication. You all understand the goal. And there's no real action. Like, you don't need to protect anybody outside of the strike mode. Strike is a mode where it's vastly different from the Galactic Assault mode. Now, I'm not saying it's a good mode. It's basically just playing football or defend. It's basically just camping and playing football. Now, strike mode is a mode where if you're defending, you just stand around protecting these artifacts, stopping people from coming in, and just kill them. And then as the other team, you're supposed to walk in, get the artifact, and run it back to your base. And you drop it, and then somebody else can pick it up if you die. And you do that until you capture it. That's like the most straightforward mode, but it's still more dynamic to me than the Galactic Assault mode, because there is a sense of urgency in it. In the Galactic Assault mode, you have these elite classes that you can use, which is like Rey, Chewbacca, Darth Maul, etc., etc. And then you have vehicles, super droids, and flying vehicles. So you have flying vehicles flying above, but they serve no purpose. They're these sprawling buildings that you can crash into in the vehicle. But most of the time, people on the ground don't even care that these vehicles are up there. It's not like in Battlefield 4 or something where they're constantly bombing you and you got to get them out of the air somehow by using your own vehicles or using anti-air or something like that. I mean, they're more like a nuisance than anything else. Then you have land vehicles, which seem like the only way that you can really defeat them is to switch to a land vehicle, because they take so much damage from ground weapons that they are damn near impossible to knock off their vehicles. And they're not exactly powerful or fun to even worry about. Like, who cares? Like, I don't even care about them. Most of the time, I'm just trying to stop the dudes from shooting the crap or trying to destroy the vehicle. So the teamwork aspect is non-existent because there are no classes that require teamwork. Everything is just shoot, go into buildings, capture, that's it. And this would be forgivable if there was a galactic, like, assault mode. Let's say one team's assaulting and the other team's defending. Where in space, your team has to defend while you're on the ground assaulting, or vice versa. That never happens, and that's where the game kind of ruins its dynamic gameplay. Everything's the same. It's just follow the vehicle or destroy the vehicle. That's it. It's boring. And then when you're in space, it's the same thing. You try to destroy ships and stop them from somehow getting to the planet below. But the ship part doesn't make sense. It's more like a novelty. Like, because I don't see many people playing it outside of the Galactic Assault mode, which has more to do, where you can be Jedi and vehicles as well as people on the ground. So if they would have spliced these together, kind of like the operations mode in Battlefield 1, and made it phases like they do in that game, that would have been much more dynamic. And the lack of dynamics in the game is also attributed to there being a lack of destructibility. There's like no real destruction in this game, so everything's like, gigantic feed buildings that you can't go into or destroy in any way, shape, or form with any of the weapons in the game. And I never knew that there was no need, like, I never knew that you couldn't do any kind of destruction in Star Wars games. For some reason, they don't have them. And it's sad because destruction would actually add some kind of different style of gameplay to the game. But so far, this seems like such a casual shooter. It doesn't even matter. You have third person and first person, and most of the guns don't have any real recoil. You can hold the button down and catch people slipping. And I mean, you don't even have to really aim down the sights. It's helpful, but you don't have to do it because the weapons will work no matter what and hit their target no matter what, as long as you're aiming properly. Mostly, I'm disappointed in the Battlefront beta because I wanted it to be more than the original Battlefront was. The original Battlefront was just boring. The original Battlefront was practically the same thing, except it seemed like it had more dynamics to it. The Hoth Battle beta was much better when they released it in the original Battlefront. You had Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker running around, Han Solo, etc., etc. And you had the ATSTs that you had to defend, pretty much the same vehicle defending thing that you did before. But then at the end, if they got there, like the ATSTs got that close, you could use the speeders to try to take them down with the rope pylon. It was like, a very iconic moment. But the droids from episode 1, come on, man, that's trash. Nobody care about the Clone Wars, bro. So hopefully it's just this boring ass map. But I don't think it's just going to be the map because, like I said, the mode itself is not enough. The mode is just too scripted. So like I said, I didn't have a blast with it. And then they have the loot boxes, which is pay to win because they have cards in the boxes that can upgrade the characters. So that's no longer cosmetic. That means people can pay money when the game comes out and have more stuff than you before you make it, unless you spend cash. And that's a mobile game designed to make you spend more money on a game you already spent $60 on. Then they probably gonna have a season pass, so you're gonna have to pay like $50 more. It's just ridiculous, and it's just a disappointment. If EA just wants, if they just want money, man, make the game right. Like the original Battlefront had the blueprint all there. You had the blueprint already. You could have just copied this game that already existed and made it with this fantastic engine, great visual fidelity, these physics of these leaves flying all over the place. That's great. Doves and shit flying through walls. You had a great game right here. Everybody looks good. The Han Solo looks like Han Solo. Darth Maul, Rey looks fantastic. And then you just squandered it with these basic ass, mediocre, casual gameplay designs. And I know that they trying to make it so that everybody can play Star Wars, but in a way you limit the game by not giving it enough complexity. You try to tell me what you feel about the game in the comments. I'm disappointed. Let me know what you feel, and I'll talk to you guys next time. And before I go, I just want to say that there is already a problem with people not being in games. So we got in the game and we had to wait for like 3 minutes for it to fill up. That's not good on an open beta first day at like 8 or 9 p.m. Nobody wants to play your game already? That's bad. That's a bad sign. Don't buy this game on PC because them servers are going to be dead than a motherfucker, except for diehards who want to play it. All right, now I'm gone. Peace.